Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Governor-elect, National Championship-winning Coach, United States Senator Tommy Tuberville made it very clear that he does not think Kalen DeBoer should be fired after his 34-17 loss to Florida State. But I'll tell you this right now. Alabama's head coach is on the hot seat, according to some insiders. Yes, those insiders suggest that DeBoer, if he has 3 more losses like the ones he had against Florida State, you mean against an unranked team, that he is definitely going to be gone. Okay, I mean, I agree. If he loses 4 games like that, yeah, he's probably going to be gone. Meanwhile, Tommy Tuberville's on Fox News showing off his 2004 National Championship ring, which is awesome. It's hilariously awesome. You know what would be even better? Tommy Tuberville and his people, I know you're listening. Get the team invited to the White House. Do that. Get the 2004 team
Number
invited.
6.
A Democratic candidate for Alabama governor, Jamel Jermain Brown, is a clown. And I love him. I'd love to get him on the program. Please, let's work on this. Jamel Jermain Brown is facing criticism for a campaign strategy of offering condoms free on behalf of Jamel Brown for governor 2026. I don't know if that's like printed on the condoms or whatever, but kudos to him for becoming the least embarrassing statewide Democratic candidate yet. The other 2 in the race, Will Boyd, a perennial loser. Is that the right word? Anyway, a multi-time loser. And Chig Martin, a pathetic loser as well. So congratulations, Jamel Brown. You're doing it. Jamel Brown? I don't know. I was going to do this too, give away some condoms, but they wanted to make them based on my appendages, and they just didn't have enough latex. Sorry.
Number 5.
The Madison County District Attorney's Office has taken over the investigation into the incident at Deschler High School, located in, I believe, Tuscumbia? Okay, and that's in Colbert County. This incident left the student with severe injuries. And now you have the Franklin County investigators involved. You have the Madison County DA involved, and they're treating it as a criminal case and restarting the investigation from scratch. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Kristen Van Deviner, August Borden's mother, said in a Facebook post, "We are demanding accountability, not pity." And they deserve it. Something happened here. I was reading one of the stories. They don't even know who gave her son CPR. I mean, there's a lot that needs to be discovered here. And I have a feeling we're going to have some real issues there. The Madison County DA is on top of it.
Number 4.
This is the dumbest thing that I have heard come out of the city of Decatur in quite some time. Decatur City Council unanimously approved naming a street after Steve Perkins. What's next? Osama bin Laden Boulevard? What are we doing? What is this? They're going to rename Ryan Drive, where he lived and died, Steve Perkins Drive. What, as a cautionary tale? Remember what Steve Perkins did before he was killed. Whether or not Marquette goes to jail or whatever, which I don't think he's going to, Steve Perkins threatened a tow truck driver who was rightly impounding his vehicle twice with a handgun. The second time, someone else was there with a handgun. That person was a cop. He pointed that gun at a cop, and he got his ass killed. Whoa, I'm sorry. Why are we doing this? That is insanity.
Number 3.
President Donald Trump pushed back on calls to release the Epstein files. I don't know if that's right. Let's just say responded to calls to release the Epstein files as a Democratic hoax, with no real accusations being made, but the media just continuing to be like, golly, I mean, what's going on here? And there's some Republicans involved as well, but it's a hoax. He's right. The coverage of this is a hoax. And prosecutors are saying, go ahead and release them. It's irrelevant to the ongoing legal proceedings. Well, what ongoing legal proceedings are we even talking about? What are there any even going on? What's happening? Like, what is going on at this particular moment? Nothing. This whole thing is, I'm getting Epstein fatigue, guys.
Number 2.
All right, Colorado is mad. Colorado is mad. Oh, no. Colorado lawmakers are expressing outrage over President Donald Trump's decision to relocate U.S. Space Command headquarters to Huntsville and pledge to sue over it. Well, then do it. Hey, what do you want me to tell you? Get out there and do it. Sue all you want. I don't care. But they're going to sue. They're going to have legal challenges, and their legal challenges, I can't wait to see them. The governor of that state said, I'm deeply disappointed by President Trump's decision to relocate U.S. Space Command to Alabama as it undermines national security, wastes millions of taxpayer dollars, and disrupts the lives of military families. Colorado Springs is the best destination for Space Command, which, again, I don't know what he's basing that on, but sure. And he goes on to say it's the best place to live and work for military families. No. Okay, how about that? Steve Marshall says, yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care. Go ahead. We're not sweating this.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
All right, Redstone Arsenal is set to become the home of U.S. Space Command headquarters, with officials stating that it could be operational before President Donald Trump leaves office. Let me help you out here, guys, okay? You better get it done before Donald Trump leaves office, okay? Now, I agree with Tommy Battle, who said we're not ping-ponging this thing back and forth. This is it. Okay, this is the end of the road on this. But I like what Tommy Battle's also saying. Tommy Battle's saying, look, people are just like giving a hard time about this 30,000 jobs thing. But you got to think about what's actually happening here. Tommy Battle says, like, it's looking like Christmas for a long time. We're very happy that Christmas finally came. Oh, it's going to come. No question about that. So Space Command comes, 30,000 jobs, and Battle defended this. Now, so remember, the media did what the media does. Donald Trump is saying there's going to be 30,000 jobs, but like, we totally know that's not true, right? President Trump is bad. He said 30,000 jobs. Why'd he say that? And Mayor Battle said, well, I mean, what are we talking about here? There's multipliers. There's all sorts of different things going on. There's FBI jobs. There's all sorts of other stuff happening. The indirect job's always a question mark. And then the question mark is how many people more will move here than there are now? How many will be backfilled? How many? And he said, what about BRAC? Remember BRAC? In 1995, we did Army Aviations moved to Huntsville. In 2005, we did Army Material Commands moved to Huntsville from the Washington area. When they did, you start with a very low number. You say 16 to 8%. We ended with almost 50% making the move to Army Material Command. It's a big victory in taking that many people into the community, talking them into coming, is the quote he uses. So he's saying it could happen over time. How many years are we talking about? So kudos to Tommy Battle for being like, yeah, I know you guys got your little narrative here you want to run with. We see Kyle Whitmire's column. We understand it. We get what you guys are doing. But have you thought about shutting up? Like that, maybe that's the case. Maybe I'm deviating from what Tommy Battle's saying. This is Dale Jackson saying this. Have you thought about maybe not crapping all over your community because you hate your life? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that? Like maybe you could do that. Maybe for like one day, you could not be this negative, pathetic person, sad about your life, sitting in your apartment with the 4 other journalists that you work with and live with, eating raviolis off of your wife beater. Yes, because you've dropped them onto your wife beater while you were watching your little TV. And I know you guys got a D&D thing going on this weekend and some World of Warcraft tournaments and stuff like that. I got it. But before we get there, into your 24-hour no-sleep, Monster Energy-fueled crash out, why don't you guys say, oh, this is good for the community? Why don't you try that just for once? Just for once. You don't have to be negative about everything in your community. Say what you want. I'm pretty negative about stuff. I'm a pessimist. Except when it comes to Huntsville. Because I'll tell you what, it's an optimistic time, my friends. We should be very happy about where all of this is going. If you want to be negative, but everyone sees what you're doing. Everyone knows exactly what you're doing. We all see it. And there is a reason why everybody hates you. Okay? Let's take a quick time out. I'm Dale Jackson. Everybody loves me. 866-494-WVNN. That is the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line. Jump in right there. Tell me how great I am, or ask me questions for 10 with him. You can do just that. You can also jump in and let that free speech fly. 866-494-WVNN. We'll be right back.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.